In the demanding world of high stakes and high rises, love can sometimes be the most dangerous luxury of all. In the bustling city of Seoul, the sophisticated and seemingly invincible CEO Kim Ji-hoon navigates a life filled with opulence, but underneath it all lies a profound isolation. As he walks through his lavish office, the city sprawling out behind him, the weight of his unusual secret feels heavier than the million-dollar deals he orchestrates. His devoted assistant, Jinju, is the only person who senses the hollowness behind his confident facade. When she grows worried about Ji-hoon's peculiar disdain for women, she is shocked to uncover the reason for his singularity: a rare allergy to the touch of women, a condition rooted in a childhood trauma that forever altered his psyche after witnessing a tragic incident involving his mother. The audience watches as Ji-hoon's struggle against this condition weighs heavily upon him, a hidden battle amplifying his ever-growing loneliness. As Ji-hoon's life continues to spiral in a cycle of business meetings and solitary dinners, he finds himself haunted by the memories of his past. The sterile walls of his office feel more suffocating with each passing day. Despite his wealth, Ji-hoon's heart remains untouched, a void his riches cannot fill. One rainy afternoon, fate intervenes as he encounters Park Soo-min, a vibrant yet troubled artist showcasing her work at a community exhibition. Unlike anyone he's met, Soo-min's presence emanates warmth and sincerity, stirring something inside of him he'd thought extinguished. To Ji-hoon's astonishment, her touch doesn't trigger his allergy. This simple revelation becomes a surreal turning point. Intrigued by Soo-min's passion for art and life, he finds himself wanting to explore not just her world, but the unexpected connection that flows between them, igniting a hesitant spark of hope in his heart. Their relationship blossoms unexpectedly amidst a backdrop of external pressure. Ji-hoon, feeling drawn to Soo-min's authenticity, begins to emerge from his shell, but his past relentlessly tugs at him. One fateful night, Soo-min invites him to her studio, where she pours her emotions into her art, a stark contrast to his cutthroat corporate world. Stepping into her vibrant sanctuary, Ji-hoon finally allows his emotions to surface. He confesses the horrible memories of his childhood, the abandonment he felt, and the heavy burden of his allergy. Soo-min listens intently, her heart aching for him. However, just as their bond deepens, Ji-hoon's ex-girlfriend, Seo-young, who has always felt threatened by Soo-min's presence, uncovers their connection and sets a plan into motion to destroy it, all while Ji-hoon's business rival, his uncle, capitalizes on Ji-hoon's weaknesses. In a heated confrontation, Ji-hoon declares his love for Soo-min, affirming his emotional awakening, but inadvertently opening the door to possible devastation brought on by Seo-young's machinations. The climax unfolds dramatically when Seo-young orchestrates a public reveal of Ji-hoon's allergy during a televised charity event, painting Soo-min as a manipulative gold digger. The spotlight shines mercilessly upon Ji-hoon, forcing him to confront both his fears and the accusations aimed directly at Soo-min. In that moment of high tension, Ji-hoon realizes that his emotional growth hinges on facing his deepest fears and protecting Soo-min. Taking a chance, he vows to declare his unwavering commitment to her, regardless of society's judgments. Amidst the fury of scandal, Ji-hoon lifts his chin and states, "I love Soo-min. Her touch is my salvation, not a curse. I've finally found someone who can mend the broken pieces of my heart." This declaration not only catches the audience off guard, but also allows Ji-hoon to break free from the shadows of his past, affirming his claim to happiness. In the aftermath of the chaos, Ji-hoon and Soo-min come together, leaning on each other's strengths. As they navigate through the fallout and scrutiny, Ji-hoon realizes love isn't merely about avoiding pain, but embracing vulnerability. Despite the attempts of others to tear them apart, their relationship grows richer as they commit to leading a community project together, a blend of art and business that highlights healing and connection, a reflective expression of their journey. Through moments of laughter, pain, and revelation, Ji-hoon gracefully unravels the knots of his past, learning that true wealth lies in relationships built on trust and love. As the sun sets over Seoul, casting a golden hue over their lives, Ji-hoon takes Soo-min's hand, mindful of their journey that brought them together. Their story underscores the truth that while the paths of life are fraught with challenges, facing these obstacles can lead to profound growth and healing. As they step toward the future, the city alive with possibilities, they know that their love, forged in adversity, has the power to illuminate even the darkest corners of their lives. In a world where emotional scars run deep, they emerge armed not just with gratitude, but an understanding that the most beautiful art is often created through the blend of two imperfect hearts striving to heal together. In a world where dreams are painted in shades of hope and struggle, one artist's journey takes an unexpected turn when fate brushes against her life. Park Soo-min, an aspiring artist in the heart of Seoul, wears her aspirations like a second skin, intricately woven with threads of hardship and ambition. Working multiple jobs to support herself, she spends her evenings in a cluttered studio, pouring her soul into her canvases, yearning for a life far brighter than her reality. The weight of financial struggles looms over her, like a shadow that never fully leaves. However, her spirit remains unbroken. Each brushstroke is a promise of something greater, a vivid dream sparked by the flickers of hope buried deep within her. On the particular day that sets her life into motion, Soo-min stands nervously in her art exhibit. Each pounding heartbeat resonates as she welcomes thrilled attendees while silently wishing to be recognized for her talent. As moments pass, she loses herself in a swirl of vibrant colors and fleeting conversations until a sudden jolt of energy sends her crashing into a dark-suited figure, CEO Kim Ji-hoon. They lock eyes, surprised yet captivated by the moment. Just as she instinctively reaches to steady herself, she becomes acutely aware of Ji-hoon's presence, his polished exterior hiding layers of sorrow. To her astonishment, her touch doesn't trigger his allergy, a condition that has isolated him from the warmth of intimacy. Soo-min sees a flicker of vulnerability in Ji-hoon's eyes, a stark contrast to his powerful persona, stirring something within her. Compassion. They exchange tentative words, revealing shared dreams amidst their unique battles against the world. While Ji-hoon shares casual compliments about her artwork, Soo-min carries the weight of a hidden truth. She admires his success, yet feels intimidated by the distance between their lives, wealthy CEO versus struggling artist. Their surroundings fade, and for a moment, she forgets all her hardships as they forge a connection that ignites her spirit. As their encounters grow more frequent, Ji-hoon's visits to Soo-min's studio become the highlight of her days, intertwining her world with the corporate realm he inhabits. Conversations blossom into deeper discussions about art, life, and their respective histories. Soo-min shares her struggles with self-doubt, while Ji-hoon battles his internal demons and the haunting shadows of his traumatic past. The rich colors of Soo-min's paintings begin to inspire Ji-hoon's outlook as he starts to peel back the layers of his emotions. Yet, a tempest brews beneath the surface. Ji-hoon finds himself grappling with societal expectations from his family and the daily pressures of running a company, while Seo-young, his devious ex-girlfriend, lurks in the background, watching every moment unfold. The unexpected twist comes when Ji-hoon finds himself compelled to reveal the truth behind his allergy. One evening, in an emotionally charged conversation, he confesses his fear of closeness that stems from witnessing a tragic event in his childhood. His mother had suffered at the hands of those she trusted. Soo-min's empathy pours into the room, urging him to confront his past instead of allowing it to dictate his future. They share an emotional moment, filled with vulnerability as tears flow freely. But just as hope blooms, Seo-young, with her cunning ways, confronts Soo-min, throwing accusations and creating doubt about Soo-min's intentions. Torn between love and loyalty, the external conflict exacerbates Ji-hoon's internal struggles, pulling him back into a state of retreat. The climax ascends when Ji-hoon must decide between protecting Soo-min and confronting the fears that have confined him for too long. In a heart-wrenching moment at Ji-hoon's corporate gala, where Seo-young attempts to publicly humiliate Soo-min by bringing up Ji-hoon's condition, Ji-hoon steps forward, his voice steady. "My heart has never known true touch until Soo-min. She shines where darkness engulfed me." This declaration cascades through the room, forcing attendees to reassess not just their perceptions of the couple, but their notions of vulnerability and strength. There's a collective gasp followed by a hush as Ji-hoon challenges both Seo-young's deceit and his own insecurities head-on, standing firm for a love he now understands is worth fighting for. The resolution unfolds in the weeks following as Ji-hoon openly addresses his struggles while embracing the relationship that has blossomed with Soo-min. He begins to allow her into his world, welcoming her into his corporate life while supporting her artistic endeavors. Their journeys interweave further, blurring the lines between wealth and passion as Soo-min's work gets recognized and Ji-hoon faces his past with newfound courage. Seo-young's manipulations ultimately backfire as the truth brings clarity to Ji-hoon's family about the strength Soo-min brings to their son's life. The couple grows together, a dance of mutual respect and understanding, slowly chipping away at the barriers once built by. As the story winds to a close, Soo-min and Ji-hoon stand hand in hand at her first major exhibition, surrounded by art that reflects their tumultuous journey. Not just paintings, but stories of resilience and hope. The backdrop is a blend of vibrant emotions, captured in the strokes of her brush, with Ji-hoon's unwavering support emanating in every corner. They smile at each other, aware that while life will continue to pose challenges, they have each other to face them. Their love, once fragile, now strengthened by the storms they've weathered together. In that moment of quiet triumph, it's clear that their path is just beginning, filled with the promise of transformation, healing, and dreams waiting to be painted anew. Sometimes, the most profound connections are forged in the shadows of unspoken pain. Park Soo-min, an emerging artist filled with aspirations and burdens from her past, can't help but feel drawn to the enigmatic CEO Kim Ji-hoon. Their worlds couldn't be more different. Soo-min struggles to keep her artistic dreams alive while working multiple jobs, while Ji-hoon basks in luxury, bound by loneliness and the weight of expectations. Hell-bent on discovering the man behind Ji-hoon's guarded demeanor, Soo-min resolves to break through his defenses, unaware of the ripple effect her presence will create in his structured life. As Soo-min sets out to befriend Ji-hoon, her initial conversations are a dance of hesitance and curiosity. Ji-hoon is entranced by her warmth and authenticity, the way her laughter brings a soft light to his otherwise sterile existence. Yet his attraction is countered by an internal battle. Years of aloofness and emotional isolation make him wary of commitment. During these early meetings, brief touches on her canvases lead to profound conversations about art and dreams, allowing Ji-hoon to peel back some layers of his stoic exterior. However, his family senses his growing attachment and responds with immediate disdain. His mother, once supportive of his professional choices, now worries he may be veering off course, while his powerful uncle, eager to seize control of Ji-hoon's company, warns him against a lower-class artist. The pressure mounts as Ji-hoon feels torn between fulfilling family expectations and pursuing a budding connection that evokes emotions he'd long buried. The development of their relationship takes an unexpected turn when Soo-min inadvertently invites Ji-hoon to an artist's collective she participates in. It's a raw environment, far detached from the elegance of Ji-hoon's usual haunts. Here, dismissed by some due to her struggle for recognition, Soo-min shines with authenticity, which Ji-hoon finds intoxicating. This atmosphere serves pivotal to Ji-hoon's character growth. Surrounded by artists passionately voicing their struggles, he realizes that true fulfillment cannot come from wealth alone. One evening, while cleaning up after an exhibition, Soo-min discovers Ji-hoon engrossed in her latest painting. His admiration and insight spark something in her. She hesitates, afraid to voice her dreams yet compelled by his sincerity. "You see me?" she whispers, as vulnerability fills the space between them, weaving sincerity into the air. Unbeknownst to them, Ji-hoon's uncle has been plotting ways to drive a wedge between the couple. He sends anonymous letters to Soo-min, gradually demonstrating how Ji-hoon's feelings might ruin her life, an attempt to poison her heart against Ji-hoon. Shocked and disheartened, Soo-min is left questioning Ji-hoon's true intentions. In a moment of raw emotion, she confronts him after a heated art gala, exclaiming, "What do you want from me? Is it all just part of some twisted game?" Ji-hoon is taken aback, his own heart racing as he grapples with exposing the depth of his feelings. No longer can he hide behind the facade of a wealthy businessman. The climax reaches its peak when Ji-hoon vows to confront his family and liquidate the suffocating weight of expectations. In a dramatic showdown, he stands before his family, declaring his choice against tradition. If I am to run this company, I will do it on my terms, not on a foundation of fear and deceit. The room erupts in disbelief, and Ji-hoon turns to face Sumin, looking for affirmation, for somehow, through every word, she has become his anchor. But in this charged moment, Seo-young takes the opportunity to declare her feelings publicly, setting them against the backdrop of Ji-hoon's confession. This unexpected revelation shocks everyone, casting doubt on Ji-hoon's resolve. The precarious balance they built appears threatened. In the conclusion, Ji-hoon and Sumin must walk through the fallout of his public affirmation, now clad with the harsher reality of societal judgment. Sumin, still reeling from Seo-young's disruption, distances herself, questioning if she has merely become a pawn in a game of corporate politics. Yet Ji-hoon understands that their love is forged not through perfection, but through weathering the storm. He seeks her out, finding her in her studio, paintbrush in hand, coated in vibrant hues born from frustration. She meets his gaze, a mix of anger and chemistry swirling between them. "You may never fit perfectly into my world, but I can't change what you've done to my heart," he confesses, finally finding clarity amidst the chaos. Emotional catharsis floods the room. So every brushstroke on her canvas screams both her desires and fear of falling too hard. She steps closer, brushing her fingers against his cheek, sealing a bond that feels far more profound than what the world expects. "Then let's build a new world together," she replies softly, realizing that true love thrives not in perfection but in acceptance of each other's flaws. As they resume their steps together, the backdrop flares with color, echoing their journey's complexity. An unresolved sense of tension lingers, paralleling both their struggles to balance ambition with love, but a newfound promise of resilience hangs in the air. They walk out to face the uncertain future, hand in hand, aware that their story is merely beginning against the rich tapestry of life they will craft together. The vibrancy of Sumin's art continues to serve as a testament to their journey, a reminder of hope and passion unbound, a narrative they're both ready to embrace, despite the inevitable challenges ahead. Love can be a battlefield, especially when past alliances refuse to fade away. As Kim Ji-hoon and Park Sumin nurture the fragile blossoms of their connection in the vibrant streets of Seoul, unforeseen challenges lurk at every corner. Ji-hoon, the CEO marked by his past traumas, tries to navigate the burgeoning relationship with Sumin, whose artistic spirit draws him closer to the light he has long avoided. Their once simple interactions are colored by unspoken fears and desires, leaving Ji-hoon bolder yet torn between his commitment to Sumin and the haunting shadows of his past. Just as Ji-hoon begins to let himself truly feel again, the specter of his ex-girlfriend Seo-young re-emerges. Cunning and manipulative, she becomes aware of Sumin's impact on Ji-hoon, a gasp of warmth that seems to melt his ice-encased heart. Seo-young, unwilling to relinquish the power she once held over Ji-hoon, hatches a plan to create chaos, convinced that her status and charm can reclaim his affections. She begins to orchestrate subtle encounters designed to provoke feelings of doubt in Sumin, posing as a well-meaning friend while sowing seeds of discord between the couple. In the midst of this turmoil, a pivotal moment occurs at Ji-hoon's corporate gala, an event meant to showcase both his professional achievements and his newfound love. Somin, excited yet nervous, pours her heart into a striking painting that embodies their relationship. The evening begins beautifully, shimmering with hope and love. However, it is abruptly overshadowed when Seo-young arrives, effortlessly slipping into conversations and reminding Ji-hoon of their past relationship. As Ji-hoon stands between them, uncertainty begins to gnaw at his confidence. Seo-young's biting remarks about Sumin's artistic struggles echo dangerously in his mind. Feeling the crack in his resolve, Ji-hoon fights to summon his bravery, while Sumin, sensing the dynamics at play, steps back, overshadowed by Seo-young's presence. In a vulnerable moment, Sumin confides in Ji-hoon, her voice a whisper laced with heartbreak. "How can you choose someone who only plays with your past?" Her words resonate deeply, pushing Ji-hoon to confront his own demons as the unyielding weight of uncertainty begins to crystallize into realization. Torn between two worlds, one populous with expectations and the other resonating with authenticity, Ji-hoon knows he must act. In a moment, fraught with emotional urgency, he proposes a marriage of convenience, believing it would shield Sumin from Seo-young's schemes while allowing them to explore the depth of their connection without external interference. However, the proposal doesn't resonate the way Ji-hoon hoped. Sumin feels an investment of true love slipping into a transactional space, a shallow promise forged under pressure. "A marriage of convenience will build more walls than bridges between us," she declares, the sting of her words cutting through Ji-hoon's intentions. Doubt sweeps over him as he watches the confident artist he has grown to admire retreat behind her walls, vulnerable yet determined. Filled with regret, Ji-hoon realizes that he underestimated the importance of emotional commitment, and that this was not the way to protect what they built. As the climax unfolds, Ji-hoon takes a deep breath amid the chaos that Seo-young has planted in their lives. Realizing that love cannot be confined to convenience, he steps into Seo-young's trap, exposing her manipulation peppered with heartfelt determination. In front of a gathering crowd, he publicly renounces her influence, drawing forth a revelation about the depth of his feelings for Sumin. "I choose her, an artist who paints my world in colors I've never known. She is no mere chapter to my life. She is the very canvas upon which I want to create my future," he says, his voice steady and resounding, cutting through the air like a blade. This declaration shifts the atmosphere irrevocably, as Seo-young's facade begins to crumble under the weight of Ji-hoon's commitment. However, the emotional turbulence that follows is palpable. Sumin is left at a crossroads, torn between the love Ji-hoon has openly displayed and the hurt from his earlier proposition. In an emotionally charged moment, Ji-hoon rushes to Sumin, pleading for her trust. "I understand now that we can't construct love on foundations of convenience. I want to build with you, not just around you." His earnest sincerity flattens the tension, and her heart stirs beneath her doubts. In the resolution, Sumin slowly absorbs Ji-hoon's words, and while the journey ahead is muddy with uncertainty, she recognizes his growth through the choices he has made. She nods, allowing her heart to take the leap of faith toward love again, reminding herself that accepting flaws is an integral part of any relationship. Together they stand, their connection deepened through shared vulnerability, overcoming the encumbrances of Seo-young's manipulations. Ji-hoon offers Sumin an honest future where they can create a world colored by both their aspirations, unmarred by past insecurities. As Ji-hoon and Sumin walk hand in hand across the city streets, framed by the warm glow of streetlights and the chatter of newfound hope, they know the road ahead will come with challenges. Yet, the acknowledgement of their love, free from the chains of doubt, marks a promising chapter brimming with potential. And so, in a city that never sleeps, two weary hearts forge ahead into the embrace of a shared tomorrow, ready to paint their lives anew, one brushstroke at a time, with vibrant colors, rich in authenticity and love. When love is a contract, the heart's true desires remain unspoken. In the heart of Seoul, Park Sumin, an aspiring artist, grapples with an impossible choice as she reluctantly agrees to a marriage of convenience with Ji-hoon, the aloof CEO, whose presence both inspires and intimidates her. Their agreement hovers awkwardly between hope and necessity. For Sumin, the arrangement means stability for her art career, while for Ji-hoon, it offers a shield against the manipulations of his past, particularly his cunning ex-girlfriend Seo-young. With laughter, misunderstandings, and unexpected lessons ahead, neither is ready for the journey that lies before them. At first, Sumin's reluctance is palpable. As Ji-hoon's glossy facade masks a tumultuous inner world, she finds herself thrust into a realm filled with boardroom meetings and lavish events that contrast sharply with her gritty artistic life. Their marriage seems programmed for absurdity, each interaction brimming with hilarious misadventures. When Ji-hoon attempts to fit Sumin into his corporate lifestyle, he finds himself hopelessly out of depth. He mistakenly invites her to a formal gala with a strict dress code, only to have her arrive in the awe-inspiring yet decidedly unconventional outfit she had made herself. A bright-colored ensemble splattered with paint. Guests whisper, and Jihoon's face turns crimson as he wrestles with embarrassment and amusement. "What are you wearing?" he questions, half laughing, half horrified. "It's fashion," she retorts playfully, the moment igniting their laughter amid uncomfortable glances. As the days turn into weeks, Jihoon's initial apprehension begins to dissolve. Through their interactions, he discovers Sumin's artistic perspective, a refreshingly honest view of life that challenges his perspectives and tempers the soul-crushing pressures he feels as a CEO. He attends her studio shows, feeling a strange exhilaration as he listens to her articulate the vibrations of emotions through her paintings. Sumin, in turn, learns that being a CEO isn't merely about wealth and prestige. It bears the weight of responsibility and isolation. On one rare, relaxed evening, as they sit amongst her paintings, Sumin observes, "You hide behind your title, Jihoon, but maybe it's time to show everyone who you really are." The weight of her words lingers, igniting a desire within Jihoon to reclaim parts of himself he'd buried beneath the expectations of his family and society. However, as their bond strengthens, the first cracks begin to appear. Jihoon's uncle, outraged by his refusal to uphold family traditions, launches underhanded schemes to unravel Sumin's influence over Jihoon. An unsettling confession from Sumin leaves Jihoon unsettled. She inadvertently reveals doubts about their future, voicing her insecurity about being merely a temporary distraction for him. This unexpected twist stops him in his tracks. "I didn't sign up to be a placeholder," she whispers, tears shining in her eyes as the conflicting emotions swirl between them, a juxtaposition of joy and fear. Jihoon's heart aches as he reflects on how both of them had become unwitting players in a game not entirely of their own making. The tension reaches its peak in an emotional confrontation at a lavish party hosted by Jihoon's family. Here, amid the clinking of glasses and hushed whispers, Seo-young steps forward, brandishing evidence of Sumin's supposed deceit, fabricated emails showcasing hidden ambitions intertwined with Jihoon's company. Gasps echo through the room, leaving Sumin feeling cornered and betrayed. "I only wanted to support you. This isn't what it's supposed to be." Jihoon explodes, the anger flooding through him, sparking the realization that he must protect Sumin's heart as fiercely as his own. With the family surrounding them and the tension thick, Jihoon turns to Sumin, eyes fierce, yet filled with vulnerability. "No matter what the world thinks, I choose you to be my partner, both in this contract and in life." As the confrontation reaches its climax, Jihoon takes Sumin's hand, defiantly proclaiming, "We will face them together. I won't allow you to be alone in this." Sumin's shock shifts into hope, and the room falls silent at his bravery. The unexpected side of Jihoon shines bright, revealing the growth that has transformed him from an isolated business mogul to a man willing to stand up for love. The boldness of his words rekindles the warmth in Sumin's heart, and she realizes that her insecurities can no longer tether her to doubt. With a resolute nod, they take on the challenges ahead together. In the conclusion of their tumultuous journey, Jihoon and Sumin step back into the spotlight as a united front. They challenge the preconceptions of their relationship while confronting the barriers imposed by Jihoon's family and Seo-young's manipulations. Their marriage, initially rooted in convenience, blossoms into a partnership steeped in mutual support, respect, and love. While some uncertainties remain, both of them understand they can navigate the complexities of their lives hand in hand. The final scene unfolds in Sumin's studio, filled with vibrant colors and brewing emotions. As Jihoon gazes at her latest masterpiece, a depiction of two figures intertwined against a backdrop of chaos, he sees their journey reflected within the strokes. "We can't predict the future," Sumin whispers softly, her hand resting against his. "But we can make it beautiful." Jihoon squeezes her hand, a smile breaking through the tension that had once plagued them. Together, they venture into an uncertain yet promising future, each day unfolding like a new canvas awaiting the brush of their intertwined lives, vibrant with colors of hope, growth, and love unbound. Sometimes love flourishes in the shadows of vulnerability, As Jihoon and Sumin navigate their unconventional marriage of convenience, the early facade begins to peel away, revealing deeper emotional landscapes that neither could have anticipated. Set against the backdrop of bustling Seoul, filled with its vibrant art scenes and corporate skyscrapers, their lives intertwine amid routine yet profound moments. Sumin, an aspiring artist, is grappling with her own insecurities, while Jihoon, the stoic CEO, confronts the ghosts of his childhood. Their initial arrangement to gain stability transforms into a sacred bond, rich with understanding and emotional depth. As the months pass, Jihoon becomes increasingly reliant on Sumin's presence. Her laughter softens his guarded heart, and the more time they spend together, the stronger their emotional bond grows. In a tender moment shared during dinner, Sumin casually mentions her dreams of showcasing her art on a larger platform. "You have the talent. You just need the space to shine," Jihoon encourages, his voice carrying a newfound warmth. Though his words are meant to uplift, they also reflect his changing self. The isolation he once embraced begins to fade, allowing for a connection with someone who sees him beyond his title. Yet Jihoon's dependency takes a toll. The weight of gratitude and expectation begins to confuse him, leaving questions of identity and personal desire swirling in uncertainties. A sudden twist occurs when Seo-young, Jihoon's ex-girlfriend, resurfaces, determined to reclaim her influence over him. Her charismatic facade masks manipulation as she orchestrates subtle encounters designed to disrupt Jihoon's focus on Sumin. After one of Jihoon's business functions, Seo-young slips into his thoughts under the guise of nostalgia, reminding him of a childhood he is desperately trying to forget. "I miss how things used to be, Jihoon. Remember when we dreamed together?" she asks innocently, probing for cracks in the foundation he is trying to build with Sumin. His defenses waver, and Jihoon finds himself trapped between the warmth of the past and the present's burgeoning connection. Sumin, noticing Jihoon's distracted demeanor, begins to sense a shift, but cannot articulate her fears, leading to tension simmering beneath their laughter. Jihoon's emotional struggle reaches a tipping point during an art exhibition where Sumin is showcasing her work. The gallery buzzes with excitement, and Jihoon arrives, hoping to support her, intent on putting aside the shadows cast by Seo-young. When he spots her standing tall amidst her art, a sense of pride wells within him. However, as he approaches, Seo-young appears out of nowhere, forcing an interaction that challenges his newfound confidence. "You've never cared about art, Jihoon." "Don't pretend you belong here," she scoffs, her words striking like daggers. Somin, standing nearby, catches the tail end of the conversation, confusion and hurt flashing in her eyes. Feeling the air crackle with tension, Jihoon turns to Sumin, his resolve crystallizing. "I've come to know love isn't just about comfort. It's about the difficult truths, too," he swiftly responds, facing both women. The weight of the words reverberates in the gallery, momentarily silencing the chatter. For a moment, it feels as though he is wrestling with himself, revealing his internal struggles publicly. Sumin watches, her heart pounding as Jihoon steps deeper into vulnerability. He's choosing to stand against the history that taunts him, choosing her above all. As emotions run high, Sumin finally speaks up, her voice steady despite the storm brewing around them. "If you don't truly want us, let's not be here under the guise of a contract. I need to know you're choosing me as I choose you." In that instant, Sumin discovers a newfound courage, allowing the vulnerability of the moment to wash over her. Jihoon's eyes widen, recognition of both his love and fear pooling deep within. This explicit admission signals a turning point, a declaration of intent that solidifies their bond forged in both confusion and clarity. In the dramatic climax, Jihoon finally confronts his emotions, his heart racing as he realizes that true dependence isn't merely about reliance. It's about the strength to embrace both joy and fear in another person. "I see our marriage as a choice now, not just a contract," he admits, leaning close to Sumin, filling the air with determined affection. The moment hangs, charged with the weight of what they have both fought against. Sumin nods, tears brimming in her eyes, as the room fades away. They are locked in a world where love transforms into a catalyst for healing. In the conclusion, as Ji-hoon and Soo-min leave the exhibition, hand in hand, they breathe in the freshness of a new beginning. Their bond has deepened as they've faced fears and shared truths, redefining their commitment to one another. Seo-young may linger in the shadows, yet Ji-hoon and Soo-min emerge with a renewed sense of purpose and determination. With a confident stride, Soo-min begins exploring opportunities that were once dreams, while Ji-hoon learns to balance his corporate responsibilities with his growing appreciation for the arts. "Let's open a gallery together," Ji-hoon proposes, excitement brimming in his voice. Soo-min smiles brightly, knowing this is just the beginning of their creative journey intertwined with love, vulnerability, and individual growth. In the vibrant streets of Seoul, beneath the brilliance of neon lights, they walk toward the future, their hearts at peace, each step reinforcing the foundation they've built, authentically painting the story of a love that continues to flourish and inspire. Sometimes, healing lies in the stories that remain unspoken. In the vibrant city of Seoul, Ji-hoon, the reserved CEO, finds himself unexpectedly transformed by the compassionate spirit of his wife, Soo-min, an aspiring artist. As their relationship deepens, they navigate not only their own vulnerabilities, but also the outside threats lurking in the shadows. Soo-min's art becomes a soothing balm for Ji-hoon's emotional scars, allowing him to confront his past traumas, something he has long avoided. Yet, as their bond grows stronger, a sinister force gathers intensity, threatening to unravel the life they are building together. In the cozy embrace of Soo-min's art studio, time seems to warp in a beautiful dance of colors and stories. Here, surrounded by paintings that pulse with emotion, Ji-hoon discovers the healing power of vulnerability as Soo-min opens up about her inspirations and struggles. "Art is more than paint on a canvas. It's a reflection of our souls," she tells him one evening, her voice soft yet resolute. Underneath the laughter and light-hearted banter, he feels a connection forming, a bridge connecting their separate pains. For the first time, Ji-hoon shares the details of his childhood trauma, his voice barely above a whisper as he recalls moments of abandonment and fear. The revelation brings a flood of emotions, and Soo-min listens with compassion, understanding that he is not merely a businessman, but a man shaped by unhealed wounds. While their personal connections strengthen, the shadows of Ji-hoon's past begin to stir more violently. Seo-young, Ji-hoon's cunning ex-girlfriend, sees the vulnerability he's shown and decides to exploit it. She crafts a strategy to expose his fears to the public, hoping to tarnish his reputation, restore her connection to him, and regain her hold over both Ji-hoon and his company. Her plans unfold subtly. She discreetly gathers information, capitalizing on moments when Ji-hoon is emotionally raw, even going so far as to manipulate situations to showcase his vulnerabilities in professional settings. As the tension mounts, Ji-hoon and Soo-min start to sense the pressure building around them. Rumors swirl, whispers intensify, and the couple begins to feel isolated amidst the chaos. One evening, as they prepare for a small exhibition showcasing Soo-min's latest pieces, Ji-hoon begins to notice the little things, the way people look at him with pity or suspicion, the murmurs of his childhood traumas resurfacing in every conversation. He tries to push through, focusing instead on Soo-min's laughter and the inspiration her art gives him. However, the unease tautens like a pulled string, and their intimate moments become laced with uncertainty. In a quiet moment before the exhibition, Ji-hoon watches Soo-min as she meticulously arranges her paintings, her concentration falling like a comforting shroud over the chaos outside. "I wish I could keep you safe from all of this," he murmurs, his voice trembling with the weight of his fears. After a pause, she turns to him, eyes sparkling with determination. "We will face it together. I won't let anyone dictate our story," she assures him, grounding him in a way he hadn't expected. The climax unfurls at the exhibition when Ji-hoon is confronted by Seo-young, who capitalizes on the moment of vulnerability. Midway through the event, she subtly hints at rumors she has planted, orchestrating a situation where the guests, including major stakeholders and influential media figures, are all present. Wouldn't it be a shame if people discovered the truth about our past? She sneers, attempting to draw Jihoon into a public confrontation. The air thickens and the stakes soar. Jihoon, with his heart pounding, feels like the spotlight has turned against him. Just as he's about to retreat into silence, a spark ignites within him. This time, he looks to Sumin. "Seo-young, you can't tarnish what you don't understand," Jihoon declares, the fire in his voice garnering attention in the room. Somin's art reflects strength, connection, and healing, aspects I've long buried. You can't weaponize my past. This unexpected declaration surprises everyone, but it also recognizes the growth that has taken place within him through Sumin's influence. He takes Sumin's hand, drawing strength from her presence. In that moment, they reaffirm their bond before those who had started to doubt him. In the resolution that follows, Jihoon stands firm as Seo-young's maneuvers are called out by him and others at the exhibition, revealing her intent to manipulate the truth. The public backlash against Seo-young begins to tilt the situation in favor of Jihoon and offers the support of their friends and colleagues who come forward to reassert their trust in him. Sumin stands by his side, her heart swelling with pride for the man he has become, vulnerable yet unwavering in the face of adversity. As the evening progresses, the couple is embraced by the supportive energies of the attendees, and Sumin's exhibition receives rave reviews, lighting the path for future opportunities. United in both triumph and healing, Jihoon and Sumin's relationship begins to flourish anew, as they both learn that true safety lies in authenticity. Their collective fears, once chains holding them back, transform into the foundation that is resilient. In the end, as they stand together amidst the aftermath of the chaos, Jihoon looks at Sumin, realization dawning on him. She has not only healed him through her art, but she has also given him a new lens to view the world, full of vibrancy and possibility. "Together," he whispers, wrapping an arm around her shoulders, "we will create a life worth living." And in their hearts, they know that, despite the shadows of the past, a brighter future awaits. One painted with love, strength, and their shared vulnerabilities. In a world where love faces relentless scrutiny, the shadows of the past can still cast a long shadow. As Jihoon and Sumin settle into their lives together, embracing the growth their unique marriage has fostered, an unsuspected threat looms on the horizon. Jihoon, now more emotionally open than he has ever been, finds solace in Sumin's presence. Yet as their bond deepens, the stakes heighten. The bustling streets of Seoul serve as the backdrop for their romance and triumph. But it is within the confines of Jihoon's family business where turbulent storms begin to brew, threatening everything they have built. As Jihoon's relationship with Sumin blossoms, so does the tension with his uncle, Hyunwoo. Frustrated by Jihoon's romantic entanglements and seeing his privileged lifestyle at risk, Hyunwoo hatches a plan to undermine Sumin, planting seeds of doubt about her intentions. "She's only with you for your money, Jihoon," he sneers at family gatherings, his words draped in insidious charm. Jihoon, once bolstered by newfound strength, finds himself grappling with the fear he thought he had overcome. Meanwhile, Sumin remains blissfully unaware of the growing whispers around her, until disturbing rumors begin to surface on social media, painting her as a manipulative gold digger. Caught in the midst of rapidly escalating tensions, Jihoon feels compelled to protect Sumin. "I won't allow them to tarnish your name," he insists, his brow furrowing in determination. Yet, within, a battle rages, a fear of vulnerability and the consequence of letting someone in envelops him. How can he protect Sumin while wrestling with insecurities born from a life shaped by betrayal and judgment? As subtle yet persistent attacks occur, he becomes even more aware of the tension surrounding them, spurring him to defend her publicly. Amidst the upheaval, Sumin becomes increasingly anxious, with each post shared online accusing her of exploiting Jihoon's wealth. Her confidence begins to wane. She watches Jihoon wrestle with the harsh realities of their world, torn between duty to his family and his growing love for her. In one poignant scene under a starlit sky, she looks into his eyes, heart aching. "If my presence threatens you, maybe I should just step away," she whispers, vulnerability spilling over. The words hit Jihoon like a hammer, intensifying the weight of the dilemma he faces. His heart clenches at the thought of losing her, not only because of his struggle with familial loyalty, but because he has learned to cherish her heart. Just when it seems like their love may falter under the weight of external pressures, Jihoon decides to confront his uncle. The confrontation is a storm of raw emotion, one that sends tremors through the family business polished veneer. "You will not tarnish Sumin's name. She is my partner, and I choose her," Jihoon declares, his voice steady but filled with the depth of his conviction. In an unexpected twist, Hyunwoo, startled by his nephew's newfound courage, attempts to dismiss him, but the silence in the room holds the weight of Jihoon's changed heart. It is there that Jihoon finally grasps the necessity of vulnerability, recognizing that only by embracing authenticity can he protect Sumin and confront his past. The climax unfolds in a poignant showdown where Jihoon stands united with Sumin, who learns about the lengths he has gone to shield her from harm. Amid a gallery filled with witnesses, Jihoon and Sumin step forward, entwined in determination. Jihoon turns to her, eyes ablaze with purpose. "They can spread lies, but I will show everyone who you truly are, an artist who paints the truth, who has brought healing into my life," he says, drawing strength from her unwavering spirit. In the resolution, their shared strength becomes a force that defies the noise around them. With Jihoon embracing public vulnerability for the first time, he effectively disarms his uncle's manipulations. The rumors begin to dissipate as the truth about Sumin's character spreads through the community, revealing her genuine passion. Jihoon's family, witnessing his determination to choose love over tradition, starts to reconsider their stance. As the couple emerges stronger, the road ahead shines with promise. Jihoon takes Sumin's hand, anchoring their love amidst the chaos. Together, they decide to open a collaborative art and business initiative that merges their worlds, a safe space for other artists to express themselves, fueled by their journey of growth and resilience. In the final moments, Sumin paints a new canvas, not just of colors, but of hope for a future intertwined with Jihoon's heart. Jihoon stands beside her, embodying the unwavering support they have both learned to embrace. Their love story, once threatened by shadows, now becomes a testament to partnership built on trust and understanding. A narrative that speaks of resilience, authenticity, and the promise of a life filled with vibrant possibilities. Sometimes the past wields the sharpest blade against love. In the heart of Seoul, amid the cozy charm of their shared lives, Jihoon and Sumin bask in the embrace of newfound intimacy and emotional growth. Just as they start to believe in the strength of their love, an insidious force rears its head, threatening to rip apart the very fabric of their relationship. Jihoon, a once isolated CEO, is learning to trust again, lifted by Sumin's artistic spirit and unwavering support. Yet, with shadows of his past still looming, the couple finds themselves at the mercy of external pressures that test their bond. Under the warm glow of streetlights, Jihoon faces a moment of crisis. During an intimate evening in Sumin's studio, surrounded by her colorful paintings reflecting the life they are building, the conversation deepens. "What if I lose you to the whispers of the world?" he admits, vulnerability edging his voice. Sumin steps closer, her expression gentle yet firm. "You won't lose me if you stand by your choices. We're a team now, remember?" Her words cut through his anxiety, yet the weight of his fears regarding intimacy and past traumas hangs heavily in the air, threatening to overshadow her encouragement. As they hold on to one another, a text interrupts the moment. An anonymous message filled with malicious lies about Sumin's motives surfaces online, depicting her as merely a gold digger eager to cash in on Jihoon's wealth. The accusations cut deep, igniting a protective fire within Jihoon. "I won't let them hurt you," he says, tightening his grip around her. Sumin's heart races, caught between fear and the urgency of Jihoon's growing intensity. She can see the turmoil in his eyes, a reflection of the heartache he desperately tries to bury. It becomes clear that for Jihoon, the attack is not just an assault on Sumin, but also a confrontation of his own insecurities tied to familial expectations and societal judgment. As Ji-hoon reaches out to defend Sumin, he stands before a critical decision that threatens to unravel everything they've fought for. He goes to confront his uncle Hyunwoo, whose private disdain for Sumin has instigated the smear campaign. "These lies end now," Ji-hoon shouts in their family conference room, shaking visibly, not only from the confrontation, but from the memories of his childhood, being dismissed, undermined, and belittled. "Sumin means everything to me, and I refuse to let your jealousy stand in the way." It is the first time he asserts himself so openly, and in doing so, he begins to claim the vulnerability he had always feared. However, just as Ji-hoon finds his footing, Seo-young, a shadow from his past with a deep-seated resentment, sneaks into the periphery. She senses Ji-hoon's anger and deliberately reveals a shocking secret, claiming to have evidence of Ji-hoon's own buried traumas. "You're the one carrying shame, Ji-hoon. Everyone deserves to know how you truly feel about your family." The room freezes, the echoes of her accusations reverberating like a death knell. Sumin's heart drops as she watches Ji-hoon's walls start to crack. In a powerful moment, Ji-hoon stands precariously between his past and the future he wants with Sumin. The climax arrives as Ji-hoon is faced with the ultimate test of his character. With the stakes higher than ever, he must choose between his internal fears and the love he holds for Sumin. "You've lost your voice to the shadows," Seo-young taunts, but Ji-hoon's voice rises, vibrating with newfound conviction. "No more hiding. I'm choosing what's real." The tension in the air solidifies as Ji-hoon boldly stands in front of Sumin, creating a barrier against the doubt that has plagued him. "My scars don't define me, and they certainly don't define my love for you," he assures Sumin, vulnerability mingling with strength. It's a heartfelt confession that crackles with emotion, igniting the bond they share. As the dust settles from the confrontation, Ji-hoon and Sumin find themselves outside, standing on the balcony overlooking the city. The weight of acknowledgement hangs in the air, and Sumin turns to Ji-hoon, her heart swelling with pride. "You faced your fears," she whispers. "You chose not just to defend me, but to embrace your truth." Yet tears shimmer in her eyes, reflecting the lingering uncertainty of their future. "I feel like a burden in this, Ji-hoon. I can't bear the thought of dragging you down," she admits, crumbling slightly under the emotional weight. In the conclusion, Ji-hoon reaches for Sumin's hand, and their fingers interlock tightly. "You're never a burden. You're my partner," he replies firmly, knowing that love thrives on trust and understanding. Together, they navigate the storm of public scrutiny, strengthened by their shared vulnerabilities and newfound resilience. As they walk back indoors, lighter and united, Ji-hoon begins to understand that intimacy, true intimacy, is built upon trust that flourishes in the face of adversity. Their journey isn't over. The echoes of their struggles linger in the corners of their hearts. But as Sumin lays out her latest collection for an upcoming exhibition, filled with vibrant colors and raw emotions, Ji-hoon knows they can face whatever comes next, together. With each brushstroke, Sumin paints not only her story, but their shared journey, illustrating a tale of love that surmounts obstacles, one that urges them forward, hand in hand, into an uncertain but beautifully promising future. Love can sometimes become a burden too heavy to carry. In the vibrant city of Seoul, Ji-hoon and Sumin's relationship has blossomed after overcoming numerous challenges, building a love that feels unshakable. Yet the shadows of Ji-hoon's past linger, a dark revelation that sends ripples of doubt through their lives, unraveling the connection they fought so hard to establish. Ji-hoon, grappling with the weight of his childhood scars, begins to distance himself from Sumin, convinced that his emotional struggles could endanger her heart. As their intimacy deepens, it becomes increasingly clear to Ji-hoon that he fears becoming the source of Sumin's pain. On a serene afternoon, while seated together in her art studio, Ji-hoon's expression darkens as he reflects on the impact of his vulnerability. "What if I hurt you, Sumin? I can't bear the thought of dragging you into my darkness," he voices, a tremor in his voice, fear tightening his chest. Sumin's eyes widen with confusion, then sadness, a mix of heartache and helplessness. "I'm stronger than you think, Ji-hoon. We can face this together. But the conviction in her words fails to penetrate the armor of fear that he has built around himself. Later that evening, Ji-hoon makes the difficult decision to pull away. His actions confuse Sumin. She watches as the man she loves starts to retreat, his warmth turning into a chilling silence. Longing swells within her, but fear of intruding on his solitude holds her back. In her studio, surrounded by blank canvases, Sumin feels a deep ache as she holds a brush in her trembling hand. With each stroke of color, she pours her emotions onto the canvas, allowing her pain to flow freely. The results are powerful representations of their love's complexity. Bright hues tangled with dark undertones, mirroring the turmoil in her heart. The weight of Ji-hoon's absence turns into a suffocating loneliness for Sumin. Her thoughts swirl with confusion, wondering if she should fight for him or let him go. She finds herself listening to the echoes of their laughter, to the moments they shared, the warmth of his embrace, and the way his eyes lit up when he spoke of hope. Yet her heart also grapples with shattered dreams at the thought of losing him. Is love worth this pain? She whispers to herself, questioning the very foundation on which they built their relationship. In a moment of catharsis, Sumin unveils her latest painting at a private exhibition meant to showcase her work. The art reflects her inner turmoil, a canvas that tells the story of a love once vibrant but now encapsulated in hues of grief and longing. As guests admire her work, Ji-hoon unexpectedly appears, his presence electrifying the air. He stares at the painting that captures their love in intricate detail, the colors pulsating with the emotions he's tried to suppress. His heart pounds as he realizes the impact of his decision and the feelings it has unearthed in Sumin. The climax unfolds as Sumin faces Ji-hoon, tears glistening in her eyes. You can't hide forever, Ji-hoon. If you need me, I'm here. Don't turn away from what we are. The emotional weight of her confession lingers, filled with both desperation and love. Ji-hoon's chest tightens as the reality of her words sinks in. I thought I was protecting you, he replies, vulnerability etched across his face, revealing the depth of his struggle. In that raw moment, Ji-hoon recognizes that distance is not protection. It's a fracture in the bond they've formed. Sumin steps closer, her voice steady, yet gentle. We can only be complete if we embrace our fears together. As the revelation of their struggles hangs heavily between them, Ji-hoon takes an uncertain step forward. I don't want you to suffer because of me, he breathes, the wall he'd created beginning to crumble. But if this is going to work, if we are going to work, then I have to let you in, completely. I need your strength. The heartfelt moment fuels Sumin's spirit, affirming her commitment to Ji-hoon and their love. In the conclusion, they find themselves wrapped in an embrace, holding on to each other tightly. With tears mingling but hearts fierce and united, they acknowledge the complexities of love and vulnerability. I'm ready to face everything, even my past, if it means keeping you, Ji-hoon confesses, relief washing over him. Sumin nods, feeling the lightness of their shared burdens finally lifting. The couple stands strong as they step back into the world, hand in hand, ready to face not only the challenges presented by Ji-hoon's family and Seo-young, but also the storms that may threaten their bond. Sumin's art becomes a newfound expression of hope and healing, a testament to what they've overcome together. With brushes in hand, they begin to weave a new chapter of their lives, one that celebrates love's beautiful complexities while readying them to face whatever lies ahead, together. In this embrace of confidence and love, they set forth into the vibrant streets of Seoul, knowing that they will always choose one another, come what may. Sometimes the most profound healing comes from confronting what you've long avoided. In the heart of Seoul, Ji-hoon stands at a crossroads of emotion and revelation. Fresh from a fierce confrontation with his manipulative uncle, he discovers buried truths about his mother's past that shake the foundations of his beliefs. As he grapples with these revelations and the implications they have on his relationship with the passionate artist Sumin, Ji-hoon realizes the battles he must face are just beginning. The tension unfolds during that fateful confrontation where Ji-hoon, vulnerable yet resolute, stands before his uncle. You've controlled my life long enough. I won't let you poison my happiness, Ji-hoon declares, each word weighted with years of suppressed frustration. Hyun-woo's rebuttal echoes in his mind, revealing the deeply rooted family secrets that haunt Ji-hoon. A history not just of shame, but of a mother who sacrificed everything for him. This newfound understanding is both liberating and terrifying, igniting his desire to reclaim his voice. Days pass, and Ji-hoon finds it increasingly difficult to distance himself from the emotional turmoil. His attempts to protect Sumin from the fallout of his past only create a chasm between them. Meanwhile, Sumin immerses herself in her art as a means of coping, pouring her heart into pieces that reflect the upheaval in their lives. Each brushstroke carries whispers of their love and the unspoken fears that linger between them. Amidst this emotional haze, Sumin holds her own exhibition, where she showcases a powerful piece inspired by their relationship, a painting that embodies both love and the pain they've endured. The artwork, a swirl of warm colors juxtaposed against dark undertones, captivates those who enter the gallery, drawing Ji-hoon's eye as he arrives late, still grappling with the weight of his decisions. As he steps closer, he feels a pull toward the canvas that is simultaneously a reflection of them and a mirror to his recent turmoil. The climax occurs when Ji-hoon confronts the art that Sumin has created. Immersed in mixed emotions, he stands in front of the piece, his heart racing as he reads the unspoken message beneath the surface. Suddenly, tears prick the corners of his eyes. Love, distrust, pain, and hope collide within him. He steps back to find Sumin standing nearby, her gaze earnest yet apprehensive. "You understand?" she breathes, her voice trembling as they share an intimate moment filled with unspoken understanding. "I need to be fully with you, Sumin," Ji-hoon admits, his resolve breaking through layers of fear. "But I've been so afraid of dragging you into my darkness." The vulnerability in his voice breaks the tension between them, as he now openly acknowledges the fears he has harbored. Sumin reaches for him, connecting their hearts again through the shared pain of their journey. "We're stronger together, Ji-hoon. That darkness, it's part of us. Let's face it together." Their emotional reunion becomes a turning point, where Ji-hoon realizes that confronting his past and embracing vulnerability is essential for true intimacy. He can no longer hide behind the walls he has built out of fear. "I choose you," Ji-hoon whispers, sealing their shared commitment with a gaze filled with hope. However, just as they believe they are on the road to healing, a shocking revelation threatens to shatter their newfound stability. Ji-hoon learns from a mutual friend that Hyun-woo plans to expose the traumatic details of his mother's struggles publicly, weaponizing Ji-hoon's vulnerabilities against him. "He wants to destroy you, Ji-hoon," the friend warns, the weight of his words bearing down upon them like a storm cloud. Ji-hoon's heart races as he fears the fallout, worrying it will pull Sumin into the chaos he has fought to keep her away from. In the conclusion, Ji-hoon stands at the precipice of his fears, needing to protect both Sumin and his mother's legacy. In a heartfelt conversation under the twinkling lights of the city skyline, he turns to Sumin, voice steady but filled with urgency. "We need to confront my uncle together. I won't let him define who I am or what I want. I want to fight for us, Sumin." She nods, the strength in her gaze reassuring him, and together they strategize a plan to expose Hyun-woo's threats while standing firm in their love. As they join forces facing the challenges ahead, their bond solidifies with each decision they make. Healing does not mean forgetting. It means moving forward, together. Ji-hoon breathes in the night air, feeling lighter as he releases the burdens of the past and embraces the possibilities of the future, one filled with love, resilience, and strength forged in the fires they chose to confront. Whether or not they are ready for the storms ahead, they are undeniably ready to face them together, hand in hand. United against the tide, love can withstand the waves of adversity. In a city alive with relentless ambition and artistry, Ji-hoon and Sumin find themselves embroiled in a complex battle against Seo-young's relentless manipulations. The couple, initially united by a deep and understanding bond, faces the unpredictable nature of public perception and the dark attempts that threaten to shatter their hard-earned peace. With both love and reputation hanging in the balance, Jihoon and Sumin stand at a crossroads that demands courage and unwavering commitment to one another. In the aftermath of a fierce smear campaign initiated by Seo-young, Jihoon and Sumin realize they cannot remain silent. "We need to reclaim our narrative," Sumin urges during a quiet moment in her studio, surrounded by passionate strokes of color that mirror her resolve. Jihoon nods, determination igniting in his chest. "If we don't speak for ourselves, they will continue to write our story for us." The emotional weight of their decision fills the room, encapsulating the pressure they both feel. As they prepare for a planned joint press conference, Jihoon grapples with mixed emotions. The fear of public scrutiny looms large in his mind, bringing back memories of childhood traumas, times when his insecurities were weaponized against him. Sumin, picking up on his anxiety, offers a gentle yet resolute reminder. "We are stronger together. You don't have to face this alone." Her words seep into Jihoon's thoughts, reminding him of the resilience they have built over time. Still, the urgency of their cause pushes him to confront the media circus that awaits. The day of the press conference arrives, and the atmosphere is electric. Reporters swarming around the stage as Jihoon and Sumin prepare to address the public. Jihoon feels the pressure building like a tight coil within his chest as he glances at Sumin, her calm exterior radiating confidence. When they take the stage, murmurs quiet down and nerves fray in the charged silence. The couple meets the expectant gaze of the audience, and as Jihoon speaks first, his voice trembles with sincerity. "It's time to set the record straight. Sumin is not a gold digger. She is my partner, my muse, and someone who brings light into my life." Sumin feels her heart swell. She understands that this moment is more than just a defense. It's a declaration of love. "We've faced countless challenges together," she interjects, her voice growing stronger. "But the rumors are merely shadows of our experiences, as fleeting as the colors on my canvas." Her passionate assertion shifts something in the room, captivating the audience and transforming the narrative. However, the atmosphere shifts dramatically when Seo-young unexpectedly arrives, her presence like a storm cloud hovering over their newfound clarity. "This performance is quite the spectacle, isn't it?" she quips, smirking as she disrupts the moment, attempting to undermine their message. The tension in the air reaches a breaking point as Jihoon feels the familiar pull of vulnerability. "You don't get to rewrite our story, Seo-young. We are no longer what you say we are," he firmly states, his conviction burning bright. But an unexpected twist unfolds when Seo-young reveals a hidden detail about Jihoon's past, an emotional wound related to the trauma of his childhood that could threaten everything he's built with Sumin. "You think this love will last? Look at how fragile he is. One word from me, and it could all come crumbling down," Seo-young taunts, her voice dripping with malice. The climax builds as Jihoon feels the ground shift beneath him, battling against his old insecurities rising to the surface. He glances at Sumin, whose unwavering support reignites his courage. "I may have my past, but it doesn't define who I am today," Jihoon asserts, seeking strength in Sumin's eyes. "With Sumin, I've learned love is not a weakness, but a source of strength, a canvas upon which I can confront my fears." The sentiment resonates with the audience, shifting their perception and creating ripples of understanding. In a bold display of love and unity, Jihoon reaches for Sumin's hand, intertwining their fingers, a powerful symbol of reassurance. As they stand together against the onslaught of negativity, the crowd begins to applaud, echoing support. The room buzzes with a new sense of energy. Jihoon and Sumin have turned the tide, challenging the narrative painted by Seo-young. In the conclusion, the press conference wraps up amid positive buzz, marking a pivotal moment in Jihoon and Sumin's relationship. As they step off the stage, the weight of their battle feels lighter. They share a knowing glance, one filled with promises of healing, trust, and a love fortified by their mutual struggles. "We faced this together," Jihoon breathes, his heart brimming with gratitude. Sumin nods, wrapped in the warmth of their connection. "And we'll face whatever comes next, side by side." While challenges lie ahead in navigating the remnants of Seo-young's actions, Ji-hoon and Soo-min know they possess the tools to overcome any storm together. Their love story, once written by others, is now theirs to tell, a narrative brimming with resilience, vulnerability, and an unshakable bond that only grows stronger in the face of adversity. With intertwined fingers and hearts, they step back into the world, ready to paint their future on a canvas liberated from the shadows of the past. Art has the power to heal wounds invisible to the eye. In the vibrant city of Seoul, Ji-hoon and Soo-min have transformed their relationship from private struggles to a shared mission with a purpose. With their bond growing deeper, they embark on creating a charity art initiative aimed at helping traumatized children express themselves through art, echoing their own journeys of healing and resilience. Their shared passion for art not only uplifts their spirits, but also serves as a beacon of hope for others in need. As they delve into the logistics of their charity, Ji-hoon and Soo-min face the challenges of securing funding and community support. Ji-hoon, once guarded, now embraces vulnerability, sharing the details of his childhood experiences as he reflects on how creativity helped him persevere. "I want these kids to feel seen, just like I did when I picked up a brush for the first time," he tells Soo-min, his eyes sparkling with purpose. Soo-min watches him, pride swelling in her heart, catching glimpses of the man Ji-hoon is becoming. Her own insecurities about her art fade as she draws strength from his resolve. However, external opposition looms large. Ji-hoon's family remains skeptical, particularly his uncle Hyun-woo, who feels threatened by the couple's initiative. During a family dinner, Hyun-woo scoffs at the idea of using art for charity. "You're throwing money at a lost cause, Ji-hoon. When will you learn that real success comes from business, not emotional distractions?" His words cut through the air, but Ji-hoon remains steadfast, motivated by Soo-min's unwavering support. "Art transforms lives," he retorts, sparking a quiet tension in the room. The atmosphere shifts as Soo-min realizes how critical Ji-hoon's journey is, not only for his own self-worth but for redefining what success means in a family so steeped in traditional values. Buoyed by their collective mission and the emotional connection they're forging, Ji-hoon and Soo-min organize a fundraising event for their charity at a renowned art gallery. As they pour their hearts into planning the exhibit, an unexpected twist arises when Ji-hoon learns of Hyun-woo's efforts to undermine the event, hoping to keep Ji-hoon tethered to the family business. Ji-hoon confides in Soo-min, grappling with his fears of disappointing his family, but recognizing that his happiness lies with Soo-min and the children they aim to help. "What if it all collapses?" he muses, anxiety creeping into his voice. Soo-min takes his hands in hers, grounding him. "Even if we face setbacks, our intention matters. Together, we can overcome anything." Her belief in their mission fuels Ji-hoon's determination. He begins to see that navigating his family dynamics will test not just his love for Soo-min, but his ability to define himself on his own terms. The climax of their journey happens at the fundraising event. As guests gather in the elegantly lit gallery, the atmosphere crackles with anticipation. Ji-hoon takes center stage, heart racing as he prepares to speak about their initiative. Just as he begins to recount their vision for the charity, Hyun-woo enters, his presence swirling with tension. "This is just a facade, Ji-hoon!" he shouts from the back. "You're wasting your time and money!" The room freezes at Hyun-woo's unexpected interruption, the gasps of the audience echoing like thunder in the gallery. Soo-min feels a rush of determination surge through her. In a moment of bravery, she steps forward beside Ji-hoon. "This isn't just a project, it's a lifeline," she declares, meeting her partner's gaze. "We believe in the healing power of art because we've seen its impact in our own lives." Her passionate words resonate, igniting a spark in the crowd and drawing applause as Ji-hoon relaxes, bolstered by her affirmation. In the revealing confrontation, Ji-hoon finds his voice, choosing to stand against his uncle's negativity. "I'm choosing to carve my own path, and it includes Soo-min and our dream," he proclaims, the finality in his tone shifting the dynamics in the room. The audience begins to chant their support, uplifting the couple and marking a significant turning point in Ji-hoon's reconciliation with his past. In the conclusion, Ji-hoon and Soo-min's campaign, gains momentum as they implement the charity, empowering children to express themselves through art. Gradually, Ji-hoon's family begins to shift, embracing Sumin as they witness the genuine impact she has on Ji-hoon. Over family dinners, Hyun-woo is surprised to see how fervently Ji-hoon works towards their vision, both men slowly finding common ground amid their differences. With each passing day, Ji-hoon learns that vulnerability, once perceived as a weakness, fortifies him in his journey of self-discovery. Sumin, inspired by their collaboration, evolves as an artist, her work gaining recognition for its heart and rawness. They find solace in the transformative power of their love, echoing their journeys through the paintbrushes and canvases of the children they support. Together, Ji-hoon and Sumin paint a future where their love, trust, and courage blend in brilliant strokes, continuing to break barriers and chase dreams, proving that art, like love, has the extraordinary ability to heal. True love can withstand the fiercest storms and come out stronger. The grand charity exhibition, pulsating with vibrant art and the buzz of excitement, serves as the backdrop for Ji-hoon and Sumin's defining moment. After months of navigating the choppy waters of love and familial expectations, the couple is poised to share their journey publicly. This event not only symbolizes their dedication to their charitable cause, but also stands as a testament to the evolution of their relationship amidst trials, including the meddling of Ji-hoon's ex-girlfriend, Seo-young. As preparations unfold, Ji-hoon and Sumin work seamlessly together, their partnership now a well-honed balance of creativity and commitment. Sumin, the talented artist, is filled with both anticipation and nervous energy as she prepares her latest artwork for the exhibition. This piece represents our journey. Every struggle, every victory, she tells Ji-hoon, who is busy putting the finishing touches on the event setup. His heart swells at her passion, but an undercurrent of anxiety lingers. He knows Seo-young is lurking in the shadows, determined to sabotage their success. The evening of the exhibition arrives, and the gallery is alive with guests admiring the artwork. As Sumin unveils her latest mural, which portrays the beautiful chaos of their shared love, Ji-hoon feels compelled to share his feelings publicly. Standing before the crowd, he takes a deep breath, heart pounding. "Art has the power to heal and connect us," he begins, his voice shaking slightly as he locks eyes with Sumin. "But love is where true courage lies." The audience quiets, caught in his reverent tone. "I stand here today to declare my love for Sumin and to acknowledge the fears we've faced together. Fears that once held me back, fears that taught me the meaning of vulnerability." Sumin feels the weight of his proclamation, warmth enveloping her heart as tears glimmer in her eyes. Their love, once obscured by doubt, shines brightly before the world. However, the moment is abruptly interrupted. Seo-young steps forward, her expression sly as she seizes the opportunity to undermine Ji-hoon's heartfelt declaration. "How touching," she sneers, faux admiration dripping from her words. "But let's not forget the truth, Ji-hoon. Everyone deserves to know how you almost drove Sumin to ruin with your insecurities." An uncomfortable tension coils in the room, and Ji-hoon's heart sinks as whispers ripple through the crowd, buzzes of disbelief evident. "You don't understand her sacrifice, Seo-young." "You never did," he retorts, the strength of his voice surprising even him. But the storm has been unleashed, and the accumulated pressure is palpable. The doubts she sows are echoes of the fears Ji-hoon has worked so hard to banish. In that moment of climactic tension, Ji-hoon feels a rush of clarity wash over him. Glancing at Sumin, he sees her standing strong despite the tumult around them, an anchor of unwavering support. He takes a deep breath, allowing the emotion to surge within him as he continues. "I won't let your twisted truths dictate the love I embrace. Sumin's bravery in loving me has shown me what it truly means to confront my past, and I refuse to back down." The climax of their journey hinges upon Ji-hoon's assertion of love against the backdrop of adversity. And in the midst of this heated exchange, the audience appears transfixed, noticing not only how Ji-hoon's fear of vulnerability has shifted towards strength, but also how Sumin's resilience mirrors that journey. As the confrontation unfolds, Ji-hoon and Sumin's dynamic transforms the narrative from one filled with doubt and separation to a testament of love conquering the odds. Seo-young's desperate attempt to sabotage their relationship becomes an opportunity for Ji-hoon and Soo-min to stand firm, united against the negativity they have faced. In the conclusion, with the audience fully on board, the atmosphere shifts dramatically. Instead of whispers of doubt, the crowd erupts into applause, supporting Ji-hoon and Soo-min's powerful sentiment. Ji-hoon takes Soo-min's hand, pulling her close as they face the gathering. Two hearts intertwined, ready to take on the world. The next chapter of their lives unfolds as Ji-hoon's family begins to shift, realizing that Soo-min is not just a distraction, but a source of strength for Ji-hoon, someone who brings joy and purpose. Seo-young's attempts to destroy their relationship ultimately backfire, leading her own reputation to falter as the truth behind her manipulative actions becomes evident. With hope flourishing around them, Ji-hoon and Soo-min embrace their love openly, ready to inspire others through their charity. Together, they paint a brighter future filled with compassion, resilience, and art. Their bond, a beautifully crafted masterpiece shaped by the trials they faced and the love they found in one another. The artwork displayed that night becomes a symbol of their journey and a reminder that facing fears together can create an unforgettable legacy, one that touches many lives beyond their own. Love is the bridge that carries us beyond our darkest fears. In the wake of transformative challenges, Ji-hoon and Soo-min stand before a bustling crowd, united against their pasts and the shadows that once threatened their relationship. The grand charity exhibition, showcasing their initiative to help traumatized children express themselves through art, becomes a stage not only for their cause, but also for an emotional declaration of their love, a testament to the healing journey they have traveled together. As the exhibition unfolds, Ji-hoon watches Soo-min greet guests, her laughter ringing like a melody that warms his heart. Their recent struggles have not been easy. Wrestling with societal expectations and Ji-hoon's family dynamics weighed heavily on them. Yet here, surrounded by vibrant colors and the stories of the children they've helped, they find solace in each other. Ji-hoon reflects on how far they have come. He has finally begun to let the walls he built from fear crumble, learning to embrace vulnerability for Soo-min's sake. "This is more than just an exhibition, isn't it?" he murmurs to Soo-min, who smiles knowingly. Yet, beneath the surface, a hint of anxiety simmers within Ji-hoon as he recalls the accusations fueled by his uncle's manipulation. The threat of judgment still lingers, but tonight, Ji-hoon feels determined to showcase their bond for all to see. Just as the evening is filled with excitement and hope, Seo-young makes her presence known, lingering at the edge of the gallery, a storm cloud ready to unleash its fury. With the event at its peak, Ji-hoon realizes it's time to confront the lingering doubts. In a moment filled with tension, he steps forward, grabbing the microphone, heart pounding as he looks at Soo-min, standing beautifully beside him. The crowd quiets, their eyes focused on this moment that could define their futures. "I want to share something deeply personal," Ji-hoon begins, his voice steady. "What I feared most was losing Soo-min to the past that tried to define me." The silence thickens as he speaks, the electric connection between him and Soo-min evident even to the audience. Soo-min's heart races as she watches Ji-hoon embrace his vulnerabilities. Suddenly, Seo-young interrupts, attempting to derail his heartfelt confession. "You think pouring your heart out will save your reputation? It's too late for that, Ji-hoon," she retorts, her tone icy, producing a palpable tension that reverberates through the room. Taking a deep breath, Ji-hoon meets her gaze unflinchingly. "You may think you can manipulate our story, but you can't. I choose my own path, and Soo-min has made me stronger." The crowd surges with murmurs of support, and Soo-min feels a rush of pride as she witnesses Ji-hoon's transformation. In this moment, he is not just defending her, but also reclaiming his identity from the shadows that Seo-young has tried to cast over him. The climax of this emotional showdown sees Ji-hoon and Soo-min share a unifying gaze, an acknowledgement that their bond is unbreakable in the face of adversity. "Together we've created something beautiful," Soo-min adds, stepping beside him. "And we will continue to heal, not just for ourselves but for those who rely on us. Love is our greatest strength." Her words resonate deeply as they caress the audience's hearts, reinforcing the power of love and vulnerability intertwined. In the heartfelt conclusion, Ji-hoon and Soo-min embrace in front of a captivated audience. The applause reverberates through the gallery, washing over them like a cleansing tide. Their worries about standing in the public eye dissipate as they recognize that true love transcends all fears. Jihoon finally feels free from his past, and the warmth of Suman's presence reassures him that he's not alone in this journey. As the evening fades, a colorful montage begins to unfold, highlighting their life together. A series of beautiful snapshots captured through painting sessions with the children, quiet moments spent laughing and creating in the studio, and triumphs at art galleries across the city. Each image symbolizes not only their love, but also their passion for helping others navigate their own struggles, showcasing the positive impact they both have on the world around them. The journey they embarked on together becomes a testament to resilience and the healing power of love, leaving the audience enthralled with anticipation for their future. Jihoon and Suman stand strong, ready to face life's challenges, secure in the knowledge that they are stronger together, embracing the endless possibilities ahead. Their hearts are open, and the future shines bright, filled with hope, artistry, and an unbreakable bond forged through shared experiences.